I have done all of you knife lovers a grave disservice, and I have to apologize for not having gotten to and showcased for you this knife. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am your host. For all of you blade lovers who love knives the most, I am Aaron, and this is Gideonstactical. And today we are looking at the KNAFS Lander 1. What this pocket knife does is it allows you to customize your pocket knife when you're on a budget. Now, there are plenty of other knife companies out there that focus on customization. I think of my Flightanium arcade pocket knife. This is like a $200 knife though, right out of the gate. You're gonna pay 200 bucks, and then the customization is gonna cost you sometimes, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on what you're doing. For this, to trick out, different thumb studs and, different scale inlays and things like that. My Benchmade Redoubt, based off of your guys' recommendation, I got an AWT aluminum handle scale, totally transforms the knife. It is radically better. With these scales alone are 80 bucks, I believe, and then the knife is basically 200, 180, something like that. Okay, so I mean, you're gonna have to pay an arm and a leg. Well, not everyone can do that, but you want to trick out your blades. Well, the Lander right here that I have in D2 is going to cost you $45, and the Sandvik 14C 28N version is going to cost you $60. I will have links popping up over here to my Amazon store where you can check that out, as well as some of my other affiliate links will be in the description box below for this knife. So this is the D2 steel variant, $45. And then handle scales start around 20 bucks. And I have my Carta handle scales. We're going to swap these out from the blue G10 right now on camera with you. Have some fun. Have some bantering in honor of the designer and the founder of KNAFS Knives, Ben Peterson. Ben Peterson has been in the industry for quite a while. Great guy. I've had phone call conversations with him. He actually hooked me up with this model so long ago. And I don't know why, I just didn't get around to it. Kind of forgot about it, to be honest, and then realized, like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And so this concept's so cool. So we got micarta right here for these guys. So that's going to be super cool. I believe are these micarta? Yeah, this looks like micarta. It might be G10. I don't know. No, I'm going to say it's micarta. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And we're going to build this out here. Now, the blade itself, it's a compact design. It's about 2.75 inches, saber grind, drop point. Very iconic and very, classic. There's nothing, mind-blowing about it in its design itself, but it's so simple, you got to love it, right? And so I'm going to be using a couple different tools here to do this. This is a CRKT, or not CRKT, sorry, CIVIVI. And this is like a keychain TORX bit. You need a T6 and a T8 if you're going to do this. And we're just going to disassemble this bad boy here. You're going to start with the T6 for all the body screws. Now, what's fun about this knife chapters, if you want to skip ahead and you don't want to see all this and just hear the knife banner, is being able to trick out your blade. I don't know. It brings new life. When you kind of get old and bored of a pocket knife, if you are like me and like many of you, like a knife addict. I'm going to say that word, and I know that's not like an appeasing word. And if you're addicted to a substance, I'm sorry, and I encourage you to get help. Find a support group. And get help. I used to, when I was a pastor, attend AA meetings, and just help people, pray for people, encourage them, do that type of stuff. So, but if you're addicted to blades, I guess that's not a bad substance to be addicted to. So, I mean, you can see how fast and easy this is, take this all apart here. I love this little tool too, because it's got like a bite in right there for the keyring. Now, again, you can put it on a keyring, great for an EDC kit, something like that. And I apologize if the camera's kind of goofy, but it cuts in, so you can kind of use it as like your handle right there. And these come out easily, not a problem. La la la. What type of handle scales do you guys like? Do you like micarta or G10? I'll be honest, for me personally, if I have a choice, I actually prefer micarta in most scenarios. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Okay. So we just assembled that. There we go. And I think, we got to do the plate. And this is an ambidextrous pocket knife. Thumb studs are ambi. The plates for the pocket clip are ambi. Deep ride loop over. Really like that. So you can't really complain. There we go. So make sure to have a mat too. And I know you guys have asked, and I'll have a link below, and I'll have it popping up here. I actually don't even remember the name of it. This is an awesome mat though. Lots of different color combinations. I have like an OD green underneath. Magnets along the sides and little placement holders. Magnets over here to keep stuff from like getting lost. This is like a great boom boom. You know, kit cleaning, that type of thing. Okay, so there we go. So let's see here. Look at that. You could even do like no. You could do like naked, nude. This is a nude lander. Boom, right there. So we can see how all the mechanisms work. Pretty straightforward. You know, simple design. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pop this scale back on right there. But before we do that, I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is Huckberry. And with cooler temperatures right around the corner, it's a perfect opportunity to gear up on some excellent, well-built outdoor apparel. Introducing their waxed jacket outpost. This is kind of their one-stop shop for this iconic material in all sorts of different designs, including my favorite, this waxed trucker jacket. This is flannel lined. I'm on my second season. Having this built in America with material sourced from New Jersey and then cut and sewn in LA, it has been bulletproof here in the Colorado high country and is so durable and keeps me warm. And it's such an iconic design. My wife recently was like, do they have that design for women? And they have recently released a women's cut version of this jacket. So we got one for her, and she sports it all the time and looks great in it, and it's just a perfect design for men and women. But if you're more of a hoodie guy, don't worry. They have their 10-year hoodie that is designed in both pullover as well as zip up. I have both. They're sourced out of the Mississippi Delta, sewn in LA, and these things are so warm. An extra large hood to really keep out the wind. Perfect for like tailgating, hanging out with friends, or working around your property, preparing a campfire, that type of stuff. I mean, it is an excellent designed hoodie, and that's just scratching the surface. I mean, I'm wearing like American-made denim jeans from Flint and Tinder, and the list goes on and on. And as an added bonus, along with the link in the description box below over to Huckberry, I have my exclusive 10% off promo code you can apply towards your very first purchase, saving you a little extra scratch. So all of the information will be included in that link, and I'll have that promo code as well. So I invite you guys, go check out what Huckberry's got going on and score yourself some excellent gear and apparel this fall. And we're gonna pop this scale back on right there. Now, if you want something that's what I use, and I use these WIHAs a lot. I think that's how you say it, WIHAs. These are really cool kits. You can get them, for TORX bits, but also just for like Allens. And the whole case and the tools come in there. So let's get the T8. There we go. And let's get the T6. Is that the T? No, that's T7, T6. There we go. And that's pretty standard. And then you got your little bit driver right there. You close it up. Look at that. Bam. Burp. Good to go. So let's see. And actually, wait a second. You don't even need, I'm a doof. You don't even need a T8. That's only if you're going to take the whole blade apart. So what am I talking about? Look at that, nerd. Okay, so I'm a righty. So we're going to put that on the right. Well, got to do this first. Make sure if whatever pocket scale side, you got to make sure that you do the body screw before the pocket clip screw, because the pocket clip does cover it. So you got to do that first. Look at how cool that driver set though is. That's super sick. Let's just do another one. I think these are all are these all identical? I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess, together. So, yeah, I think I was asking high vis, low vis. Usually I prefer low vis. I mean, it's fun sometimes to have like a bright orange or something, or like I like high vis accents. Let's say that. I'm kind of like a high vis accent guy. Work that down. So I mean, before we do anything, let's just make sure before we put the plates on. There you go. Look at that. Boom! We just customized that sucker from blue to green. Look at that. Lines up perfectly. Very, very cool. Simple. Bam! Flicks right open. I got kind of sidetracked. Okay, so I found that there are two sets of screws. One set is for the pocket clip and its plate, and the other set, they're the same, they're T6s, but they are different screws. They have different like lip dimensions. So just make sure that whatever ones are coming off of the handles, they're not all interchangeable. I mean, they will go in, but you're going to be left with like, what's going on here? Why is this all weird? So there's that. We're going to put the little shelf in. I love like ones that have little plates. I wish more companies would do the plates, to be honest with you, like this, you know, to replace that. There we go. All right, boom, there we go. All set, all good to go. Thank you, WIHA and CIVIVI, for making that possible with my little tools right there. Bam. All right, smooth action. Really like that action. Ice, baby. But there you go. So, I mean, you know, you can just kind of choose your flavor and, you know, oh, every so often, oh, for like 20 bucks, I can just trick out the handle scale, you know, to some other type of material, some other type of color combo. And within, I would say, about 10 minutes, as long as you have just a T6, which is awesome. Just a T6 is all you need, and you're good to go. Now, on the performance side, obviously, as you guys have seen, I've been probably running in some B-roll, you know. Great little blade with the saber grind. Just basic EDC. I mean, and, you know, it's nothing really to write home about in that sense. It just is very functional, extremely functional. The liner lock hits exactly where you want, and then very easy to engage there. And then little wrist flick, and you're good to go. And boom. And so, does this run on, what is stopping that? Oh yeah, okay, so we do have a stop bar right there. Excellent. When it comes to the ergonomics, it's just barely a 4-finger knife for me on this particular model. I can do it, and with that contouring, it's simple. And it reminds me a lot of the Ontario Rat Model 2. Rat Model 2, just barely can get all my fingers on there. The nice thing is, you know, you're really far away and you kind of have to use that blade like that, the shelf as a choil. This, you don't have to do that. You're actually closer to the blade for control. We got a little hit of jimping. D2, between Sandvik and D2, I prefer D2. Or excuse me, sorry, what am I talking about? I prefer Sandvik. Sandvik. It's more rust resistant. I found it tends to be more durable. We could argue probably D2 will hold its edge slightly longer, but it tends to be like a little chippier, you know, in theory. So obviously that's going to cost you, you know, like $15 more. So it'll just kind of depend. D2 is not bad, and I way take it over like 8CR, and in most cases even AUS 8. You know, and this has held up well. And then, you know, stropping it is really all you need. You know, you can just get your sharpener, strop it every once in a while, and you should be good to go unless you literally like bang into something. You know, hit a rock or something while you're carving or cutting. And this is a SHARPAL I just recently got. Pretty cool design. All of this, and there's several different rods and ceramic and diamond and strops. They all fit inside the handle. There's, you know, adjustable angles. I'm going to be doing a dedicated video soon on this. If you're interested, it's popping up. Some really cool attributes. There's a few that are kind of like wonky. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't really help the design. But overall, I mean, it's really interesting, cool design for a sharpener that's portable. So, very cool. I have zero complaints with this. Similar to the Rat in D2, and that's actually 50 bucks. So it's actually cheaper to get a lander than it is to get a Rat by $5. Or is this like something really cool and fun that it's doing? I think that having the option to change and trick out stuff and it doesn't break the bank, I think is genius, and something that we in the knife, you know, community would love to see more of, and see more companies do this. It would just be awesome and brings more value to your design. It actually brings more value because you can do more things with it over time and not just have to go buy another blade per se. So appreciate you guys hanging with me today. I do invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and to check out the other video popping up. Until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.